Hi there, it's Ed Morysiak and from East Toronto Living. And as promised, we're going to be talking about this great area, Leslieville. That I'm a bit biased because I live in this area, and I can't say enough good things about it. But we've actually had some developments. We've had some developments in the last couple weeks, but particularly the rate cuts. There was another rate cut that's just announced today, 2 hours ago. By the way, this is an amazing coffee / eatery. They do everything. Everything is gluten-free, organic. They've got vegan options. They've got the most incredible ice cream. Their vegan ice cream is to die for. I get coffee here almost every day. So yeah, you've got to check this place out. So, anyways, no further ado. So Leslieville, like I said before, I am biased. I live in this area. I've lived here for 25 years, more than 25 years, anyway. And but there's been some developments for the last. This is another great restaurant here, Chula, Mexican. They've got they specialize in tacos. Anyway, if you want to learn more about the street, I'm on Gerrard. If you want to learn more, I've got a Gerrard Street video, and I talk about all the shops and everything right along this. Actually, I have 3 different videos just about this street alone. Okay, so what has happened in the last couple weeks, actually the last 7 days, is property is starting to move. For the last year, property has been sitting. So I noticed that there were 2 major sales just 1 minute walk from my house, and they the houses were listed. They were listed, they sat, they were taken off the market, then put back on the market, then taken off. The prices went up and then it went down. So what happened was the listing agent got wise and managed to convince the seller, to drop the price a lot and hold off for multiple offers, which is that's what we used to do quite a lot. And we did that with a great deal of success. Well, guess what happened? They dropped the price to, I think it was 1.7 or 1.6. I can't give you specifics because I don't have permission from the listing agent. But they got their price. They wanted $2 million. They got well over. Also, there was another property that was listed very high. Very high. I think it was 1.4 million. Very close to that house sale, and also very close to my house. I think this is really exciting because I want to sell my house eventually too, and I'd be thrilled. I'd be thrilled if I got even close to that. Anyway, it too sold for well over $2 million. They had it priced quite high, but they still managed to get close to their asking price. So the point here is stuff is starting to move. When big ticket high plus 2 million properties start to sell at that price, we know there is a price. We know that there is movement in the market. So the lower price properties, in the 1.5, 1.6 range, are gonna start to sell. So what I've been saying all these months is the time for the deals have passed. I mean, we're already starting to get an uptick in the market. So, if you still want to get, there's still lots of houses for sale. If you still want to get some a decent deal, you still have another month or two. But I think in past videos I said we don't have that much time left. We had maybe 6 months tops. Now I think that time has shortened. to about 1 to 3 months. And again, so if this content is useful for you, if you're finding it useful and helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment, because that really helps my channel grow. Also gives me the encouragement to shoot more videos like this. And again, if you're thinking of moving into this area, obviously I know a lot about this property, and as you've probably seen from a lot of my videos, I have a very intimate knowledge about all of this area. I live here, I work here for the last 25 years. Don't forget, here's my contact information. You can call me, you can text me, you can email me, you can send me a carrier pigeon. Whatever your preferred method of communication is. Let's get together, let's have a Zoom meeting if you're out of town, or if you live not far. I'd love to have a coffee, or we can go to that nice sprouty place. It'd be my treat. We'll have some nice food and some great coffee, and we'll talk. If I can help you, I will. So, okay. Movement in the market. So this is exciting. This is exciting because I'm excited because rates are coming back down again. I mean, I don't know about you. I have an investment property, and I had a variable mortgage. Imagine that, eh? So yeah, variable mortgage. So virtually, I started out fantastic, and then it doubled. The payments doubled in price. That is killer. Fortunately, I had a pretty good year in 2023, so thankfully that helped a lot. But still, hey, who wants to be paying double? When the property was breaking even, almost making money, and then and the mortgage doubled. Not to mention it was a condo. The condo fees doubled. Not fun. Anyway, very exciting news. Actually, we're coming very close to my house here. Again, I live right here in the heart of Leslieville, and as you can see, this is a quiet neighborhood, and there's still plenty of houses for sale. We're actually going to walk by one of the houses that I actually shot a video about. So we'll briefly feature that. But again, if you want to learn more about the house, go back a couple weeks, and you'll see a full video on this listing that we're gonna walk right past it. So very exciting, and I think when the rates come down, we can expect some better movement, and let's get to having a balanced market again. When the listings are even with the available homes that are for sale. So right now we're still at 3 months inventory. What that means is there's been 3 months of houses. They've been coming out and they've been sitting, and we're at 3 months supply. Before, we couldn't even keep up. But that's where we're at right now. So things are starting to move again. When big, like I said, when big ticket items, when homes at the 2 million plus range start selling like this, we know that there's a market shift happening. So we're almost here. I'm just going to give you a brief little preview. But again, don't forget to check out my video from a couple weeks ago. So here it is right here. It's 58 Myrtle. So there you have it. And by the way, they're asking 1.549 mil for this place. And it's a dynamite little house. The only issue I have is this 2-bedroom plus 1. I think a lot of folks prefer a 3-bedroom, which is fine. What also could be a problem for a lot of people is that the CN rail is right here. So that might be a little noisy for some people. Again, I live just over here, and I don't have a problem with it. You hear a little noise and then it's gone. and you pretty much get used to it. Years ago, I grew up by an airport, which growing up, I thought it was cool living by an airport, and planes would fly by and all that. We got used to it, and yes, there's probably going to be some increased rail traffic, but I don't think it's going to affect the noise level in this area. I mean, we're talking maybe double, and it's not really that bad. Okay, so we're actually getting close to one of the properties that's sold. Now again, I don't have permission to put the property, specifically put the property on my video, but I like to stay within the rules of my real estate board. Last thing we need is have some disgruntled owner complaining about having their home featured on my channel. The reason why I featured that other one is because I had permission, so I could video it all I want. They want me to video it because it gets it out there and gets more exposure. Anyway, we actually did pass by that property that sold for I believe it was over 2 million. I can't say it. If you have questions, specific questions, you could drop a question in the comments. You could call me specifically. I'd be more than happy to give you all the details over the phone, or depending on the questions, I can just send you a quick message back. But here's this is a very cool street, very quiet, as you can see. But right over here, this is, behind these houses, there's the CN rail. But do you guys hear a lot of rail traffic? I don't. Well, a train hasn't gone by, but again, the frequency is not that much. I mean, every during the day is when it is the heaviest traffic. After 8 o'clock, I mean, you'll get the odd one, but it's really I mean, I don't mind it. Again, like I say, I live here, I'm used to it, and I mean, obviously a lot of people here live here and aren't bothered by it, but that could be a problem for some people. I have to cut. Okay, so we're walking down to another street where that other property I mentioned to you sold for well over 2 mil. Again, I can't give you specifics because I don't have permission from the listing agent or the seller, but we can walk by the street and we can talk about it. But again, this is not far from where I live. So we're entering Harriet. This is a neat little hidden gem. Houses on this beautiful street. Walking down a hill here. Houses on this street sell for anywhere from, well, they were starting a couple months ago. They were starting in the just a little over a mil. But like I say, with this movement now, with this change in the market, we could start to see an increase. We could see a 10-15% increase in the next couple months. It's crazy. At any rate, but here we are. We actually walked past it. Don't know if you could see it, but again, I don't want to don't want to step on anyone's toes here or break any rules that my board has. They're all there for a reason. And, you know, sometimes people in my profession will bend those rules, you know, on occasion. And honestly, I'd rather just stay well clear of any trouble that could arise. Okay, walk down the street a little more. Again, this is a nice street. Walking on Hastings now, and again, another nice quiet Leslieville street. You know, houses are, you know, are sitting in the 1.4, you know, let's say 1.2 to, well, now 2 mil now range. Actually, this house right here, I sold many years ago, 14 years ago. My friend was the seller, and he moved out of town. Back then, we sold it for I believe it was $481 or $485, I think it was. And so we got some of these nice bigger homes here. The homes aren't massive in Toronto, you know, because of the limited space. You know, the property the front footage tends to be around 20 feet. I've seen it as low as 11. Can you imagine a property line that's 11 feet front footage, you know, by 11 by 80 or something like that? Yeah, they could be that low. Basically, I sail on sailboats that are wider than that. But anyway, it's loud. It's Toronto, and I mean, I have 27 by 50 actually, which is pretty wide. And you know, they can go up to 40, but that's rare. That's a nice front footage. But again, here we are. This is Hastings. And it's a very popular. Hastings goes all the way down to Queen Street, and it's almost maybe a kilometer long. It's a long street, a lot of pretty homes, and the prices vary, but I think they're starting around $1 million. I think that's just about it, ladies and gentlemen. Again, if you like this kind of content, and if this is useful for you, you're getting value from this, don't forget to like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. It helps my channel grow, and helps the algorithm, you know, to grow the channel. Also, if you got any questions, anything at all about real estate around here or in East Toronto, don't forget, here's my contact information. You can call me, you can text me, you can send me an email, you can send me a carrier pigeon. Whatever your preferred method of communication is, I'll get back to you, you know, that same day. And let's have a Zoom meeting. Let's meet for coffee. Love meeting people for coffee. We'll go to that nice coffee place that I mentioned earlier. Have some great coffee, some food, dessert, whatever your eating pleasure is. And don't forget, every Thursday at 5 o'clock, I put out a new video. So that's it, folks. Have a great week. We'll see you next week.